I wanna say something about subject of derogatory opinions, bullying, and physical and mental abuse, and the Bodhisattva way remedy. So I ask questions and I will try to answer the questions satisfactorily. So question: what are the reasons of mental and physical abuse? So the answer is very short: bad karma. This is the reason of mental and physical and sexual abuse. Bad karma. Karma is the eternal law of the universe established by God. And karma is cause and effect. That means we are doing things, acting, and we are accumulating causes according to our actions, and we have later to experience effect of the causes, effects of our actions, and the abusive situations are just karmic retribution, like that. And we not always are abused, not non-stop abuse, but sometimes we meet situations when we are at peace, in good relationship with other people, other beings. Other times we find ourselves in trouble, in a pickle, like that, and we are meeting some difficulties coming from either from our own body in the form of illness, or coming from other people, our parents, our siblings, our family, or our friends, schoolmates in school, or at workplace. Other workers, co-workers can be suddenly abusive, or calling you names, and that you are bad and you stink and do something bad and you are a loser or something. People say these things carelessly, many times to many people, not only to you, but maybe to a couple of people. The person who put you in derogatory opinion, maybe he said about other people the same. So this is not always abusive situation. Sometimes you are abused, other times you are not abused. So why there is so much abuse in this world, and so many children and adults meet many abuses? So this is carelessness of human beings to produce and expose opinions about other beings, other humans. And we are just controlled by our afflicted mind, by our greed, hatred, anger, pride, jealousy, and desire, and we are full of cruelty. Sometimes, not always, and not all of people, but there are some people who are very cruel, and they just can kill you or shoot you in no time, and there is no problem for them to kill another human being and to slaughter animal or something. They don't have problem with this. This is cruelty of human mind. And this anger and hatred and pride and jealousy. These are afflictions of our mind. So we are under influence of these poisons of mind. And because we are under influence of poison, we are not controlling ourselves. And we are saying or doing things with anger and hatred, and we abuse our children, our parents, our siblings, our friends, our other people which we don't know, but we acting in anger and in hatred, we can hurt those people, we can harm them, we can hurt them physically or mentally. Or sexual abuse is common in families and in adulthood too. So this is just reason, a poison of mind. Hatred, bullying comes from hatred and anger, or pride, or jealousy, like that. Why human beings treat animals so badly? 771 million of animals were slaughtered in 2016 in Canada. So this is animal real. This is food chain, and humans are on the top of food chain, and animals are lower. Humans are here, animals are lower level of food chain. So humans who are carnivorous, who eat meat, delight in eating meat, they have this tendency to slaughter animals in millions for consumption, for fur, for bones, for souvenir like wild animals, safari, shooting animals in the wild, in Africa for example. Rich people from USA, Canada, Europe, Japan, China, they go for safari to Africa, they shoot a lion or rhino or elephant, and they have trophy later, like that. They shoot bear, wolf, and other animals like wolverine or mountain lion, like that. This is just ignorance, and humans completely disregard the fact that animals have feelings. They are living beings like we are, and we have emotions and we have fear, the same experience animals. They have also emotions of sadness or joy or happiness, or they have fear, great fear, and live in fear. And many humans also live in fear. The fear is not leaving them. The fear lives and sleeps with them, like that. So this slaughtering of animals can be diminished, lessened. We can eat less animals, we can slaughter less animals. Or for example, the annual seal slaughter hunt in Canada with coming of spring, where many thousand seals are being killed, slaughtered and skinned for the skin, for the fur. It is nonsense. Nonsense action. And it should be stopped. But it depends on the government of Canada. And also, being here in this subject, I must say that the karma of slaughter goes on the account of government of Canada, of slaughter of seals. They are responsible for this, and they will experience karma, which is created by killings of seals. The government, people, they will experience bad karma results of slaughter, like that. So, what are consequences for abusing others, both humans and animals? So, consequences are, let's say, serious consequences. I have here some statistics. I read it because it's numbers and not good in numbers. 800 million people are struggling to survive poverty and disability. 150 million are children. 8 of 10 children born with a disability in the poorest countries die before their 5th birthday. 2,000 children die each day from unsafe water and lack of basic sanitation. 57 million primary school aged children are out of school. Every 60 seconds a child dies from malaria. An estimated 250,000 children are engaged in armed conflict around the world. Child soldiers. 60 million people living as refugees. Now it's 65 million people. And are misplaced all over the world. Of the 2.5 billion people that lack access to basic sanitation, almost half are children. In 2013, 37,000 people committed suicide in Europe. 6,000 committed suicide in Poland in 2013. In 2015, 45,000 people committed suicide in the United States. 47,000 Americans were shot to death, gunned down. In 2012, there were over 2 million mentally sick registered in Canada. And there is 176,900 new cases of cancer each year in Canada, and 78,000 cancer patients will die this year alone in Canada. So this is numbers, and numbers are alarming, and this is consequences of abusing humans by humans and abusing animals by humans. These are the causes, and I read the results. So if you want to have pretensions to somebody, let's have pretensions to ourselves for our own actions, like that. Can we avoid being abused, and what should we do to end abusive situations? Yes, we can avoid abuse by not abusing others. This is the main point. If we abuse others, we will be abused in the future. If we don't abuse others, we won't be abused in the future. That's the whole point. And if we already have bad karma we did in the past, maybe past lifetimes, I don't know which lifetime I did abuse to somebody. For sure I was abusing somebody in this lifetime. So I'm not exception. But we can purify our karma. That means we have 4 opponent powers, or we can recognize nature of mind. And 4 opponent powers are we are acknowledging mental, physical abuse committed by us on others. It's one. Second, we do some practice, good actions, generosity or voluntary work, or some mantras or spiritual practice, prayers. And the second and third, we dedicate these merits to our victims. And fourth, we decide not to commit offenses again anymore. We do this 4, and we are clear. Our conscience is clear. And we won't experience the result of negative actions in the future. Other way to avoid abuse is to avoid conflicting situations. To avoid conflicting situations means we are trying to be good to people, to have positive attitude towards other people. Because when we are bullying others, then for sure there will be conflict, and somebody will bully us in the future. So this is the best way to avoid conflict, is to be positive, have positive attitude, positive thinking, positive speech, positive action, helping others instead of abusing them. If we have some extra money, we can support charity organizations like UNICEF, like Humane Society International, like Greenpeace, like PETA, like IFAW, like Amnesty International, or just hospitals, support hospitals like St. Jude Hospital, or some Shriners Hospital, and others like Leucam Hospital. We can send our extra money to those people to help them survive the illness, to heal illness, to overcome hunger, thirst, and homelessness. We can help homeless shelters to send some clothing or food or money. Money is like this. If we give money to those people in need, we are doing the best service, and we are accumulating here inside, in this bank, in this internal bank, big dough. There are people who sell drugs, guns, who are pimps, who run prostitution, rings, and some kind of counterfeit money or goods. They sell, they steal and they sell. They have plenty of money. They only count. Money, 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 count. 1, 2, 3, 10,000, million, 2 million, 2 billion. They have money, but they cannot use this money. They only can count this money. They cannot use this money. Even if they use this money for charity, they cannot get good karma for this. Only bad karma. And suffering in future is waiting for them. That's for sure. How Bodhisattvas help abused beings. This is what I said. They are helping sentient beings in whatever means they can. They are giving food, medicine, shelter. They're giving money, support, financial support to people who are in need. And if there is opportunity, they are teaching Dharma. They do together action with other people. That means they don't have their own desires, their own ideas, because Bodhisattvas are just satisfied with what they have, the enlightenment. Enlightenment gives satisfaction to Bodhisattvas. And their concern is to the welfare and well-being of others, like that. They teach Dharma when circumstances are auspicious. They can say some words about Dharma to people who are interested, like that. And this teaching Dharma is difficult. Not many people are interested in Dharma. And those who are interested in Dharma usually they have very shallow interests and they don't get too deep, too far. They just a little bit taste, little bit, and they have this interest in Dharma, but they don't get any results of the practice. They just use Dharmas as means of socializing, occasion, or celebrating happy birthdays of Lama or Zen master, like that. Some of them are sitting for decades and they have no results. So the practice is something wrong oriented. That's why they have no effects, no correct effects of Dharma practice. So Bodhisattvas are helping those people to find true way and realization of their true self, their true nature, their Buddha nature, like that. So these abuses are in this world very common. Very often people are abused by people, and animals are much more abused by people than people by people, like that.